Thanks Maiden for sponsoring this video.
There's one thing that makes burgers amazing. The Maillard reaction, the golden brown caramelization that is formed with high heat is just something to die for. This, to me, is why burgers is so good. However, today we're gonna throw all that out the window, and here's why. My good friend Steve from Not Another Cooking Show said that this 100-year-old burger technique is to die for.
You're really not gonna believe how this burger gets made. It's a historic burger that only needs onions, beef, and get this, water. There's no oil, there's no butter, there's no cheese.
There's no way that that can be good. But again, when I think about it, I've done so many crazy experiments that sounded disgusting and they turned out fantastic. I can't say anything, at least if I don't give it a try. Enough talking, let's begin.
The first thing we're going to need is onions. These are yellow sweet onions. And for this recipe, I'm hoping that they're going to work out great. Now, one of the biggest things about this burger is to cut the onions extremely thin. You can try to do it with your knife if you like, but using a mandolin definitely does the job a lot better. And it's also way faster. Just make sure that you are extra careful. And you want them super thin. I mean, check this out. And don't forget, you want a good amount, a very generous amount. The next important ingredient is the beef. I'm using 80-20. At least I think that's the best ratio for burgers. Now, one ingredient I've never used before on burgers is water. We're going to be basically boiling and steaming our meat. Next up is the buns. Now this one, I'm going to use my favorite, which is brioche buns. But if that's not what you like, you can always change it up. So to make these burgers, that's it. There's no other ingredient. I can't use oil, butter, extreme fire, or cheese, which is something I love on burgers. Wow. This is a very interesting burger. In regards to tools, you want to use a nice deep pan. This carbon steel one from Maiden is perfect. And here's the technique. First, we light it up and put the pan right on top. Keeping it under medium-high heat, I added a good amount of onions. You want to stir it up a little bit until you start getting a little bit of color. As soon as it starts caramelizing like this, it's time to add some water. And the first thing you want to do is to move the onions around so that you can deglaze the pan. Then you want to let it cook until the water reduces and becomes an onion broth. As the next thing to do is to push the onions to the side and add in your meat. Now you want to slightly smash them, but not overly smash. The goal is to get them the same size of your buns. Once that's done, you want to immediately season the patties. I kept it real simple just like Steve did. A good amount of salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper. And as you can see, this is working quite nicely. The best part about this technique for me is that there is no splattering at all. And of course, don't forget to season the other side as well. When it was needed, I went ahead and added a little bit more of water. The next thing to do was to go ahead and add a good amount of onions on top. I'm talking about all of it. You don't want to leave any of this goodness behind. And once you have done so, don't forget to smash it a little bit more. Keep it nice and gentle. You don't want to overly smash the burgers. I think that's one of the keys. Once it's fully cooked, take a look. Now that looks fantastic. Because the next thing to do is to go ahead and assemble this burger. As always, toast your buns, friends. It will be better. Now to finish this burger up, this is how we assemble. First, on the bottom bun, I added a tiny bit of horseradish. On the top bun, on the other hand, I went with ketchup followed by spicy mustard. Mix all that up and set it aside. As the next step is to add that beautiful burger we just made, followed by the top bun. Now you take a look at this. I gotta be honest, it smells incredible in my kitchen. I have no idea how this is gonna taste because there's zero Maillard reaction, which is one of the things I love the most about burgers. But after making a bunch of them, I can tell you one thing. This is a quick way to make burgers without making any mess. However, the big question is this a fantastic burger? Well, we're about to find out real shortly. But first, let's have a quick word from our sponsor.
As you've seen, cooking these burgers to perfection has been easy. Thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Maiden. Maiden designs professional quality products for the home cook, like me and you. But even though they're made for the home cook, professionals know what's up. And their kitchenware is used in multiple 3 Michelin star restaurants, like Chicago's Alanea and New York's Le Bernardin. They partner with multi-generational factories and artisans to help bring you a curated collection of materials and wonderful shapes you need in the kitchen. Pretty good looking if you ask me. So if you're looking into making a switch into a safe, non-toxic and uncoated pan, Made In's carbon steel collection is for you. It's the perfect hybrid of a cast iron pan and stainless steel frying pan. It heats quick and it's light enough to maneuver on the stovetop and gives you incredible heat control. Now, you want to take this bad boy to an open fire. No problem, it will take up to 1200 degrees Fahrenheit like a boss. And as you use and season your carbon steel pan, it will develop a natural non-stick coating. Check out the carbon steel collection and Maiden's other cookware by using the link on my description to save on your first order. Thank you, Maiden, for sponsoring this video, but now let's give it a try to these insane burgers. So this is a 100-year-old recipe, you know, and it's still alive today, but I don't care if it's alive or not. I want to know if it tastes good.
Wait, it's a 100-year-old recipe.
Yeah, not burger.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, this is better not be a 100-year-old burger.
Well, with me, you could probably expect that, right?
Yeah, that's why we were scared.
Give me your honest opinion. Let's see. Let's dig in, gentlemen. Now, I'm curious. You guys ready to go?
Ooh, she's thick.
She's real thick.
She's slippery, too.
Leah, don't make a mess.
I'll try.
That's right.
Please. All right. Enough talking. Let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Wow.
That is really good.
Oh my God.
Yo, there's no crust on this burger, but I'm not missing the crust, everybody. I'm not missing it. You went for a second bite already.
Dude, it's dripping everywhere.
It's so juicy.
This is actually surprisingly amazing. I was not expecting it
God.
to be this good. Like you said, it doesn't have that crust, but what it does have, it's very juicy. And that is different than a normal smash burger, and it's really good.
That's amazing.
I agree with Guga. I'm not missing the crust as much. And what I like the most, you didn't put regular mustard, you put spicy mustard. So it gives it that extra flavor.
Shout out to my good brother, Steve. This is pretty good, man. It's a different kind of burger. You know, a smash burger has its place. This has its place. There's a reason why this has been done for 100 years and it's still going today. Obviously, there's cheese as well. Hey, hello, cheese. You know what I mean?
I just realized there's no cheese on
There's
this.
no cheese. You didn't even
I
notice.
did not even notice. It's very flavorful.
It is like every time you take a bite, juices are literally just squirting out in your mouth, everybody. Oh,
That
that's...
sounded a little weird, Guga. I got that was a little...
Now, the funny thing about this is that it's just 3 ingredients: water, meat, onions. That's it.
Oh, simple burger, huh?
Sounds easy to make.
Yeah, very easy to make. And it's thick, everybody. This is an amazing burger. Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Remember, check out that pan, everybody. Made in. Thank you for sponsoring this video. Everything will be on the link in the description down below for you guys. See you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.